Welcome to partialarc.com. Don't do that.
Welcome back to another episode of Wrath and Story. I'm the Imperial Scribe of this vessel, the Flexible Demeanor, and it is my pleasure to document the many adventures of Jay Jones, Andrew Dickinger, and their Servo Skull companion, Daniel Fernandez.
All right, Daniel, I got you back on. It seems like you had a faulty power pack. You should be good to go now. Everything is exploding. What do we do?
Yeah, this is a very bad situation. Daniel, what are our options here? We're on top of this plinth, you said it was called?
Yes, that is totally a word.
Oh my god, I nailed it, plinth. Those sniper jerks left, that's good. But down there, what's the Wraith Guard situation, Daniel?
Well, so the Wraith Guard that are around this platform are mostly destroyed, it looks like, by Guybrush and the Kroot and the natives. Seem to have driven some of them away, but I see others sort of in the ocean walking towards us right now, so that isn't probably going to last very long.
But they're going to have like a whole bunch of like seaweed and fish and stuff all inside them. That'd be kind of adorable, just a little fish swimming inside a Wraith Guard.
It might slow them down for a moment, yes.
Okay, a moment.
Other concerns. List of concerns.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, first, Wraith Guard coming our way.
Bad.
Second, space battle that might destroy the Flexible Demeanor up in orbit.
Okay. Which is our only way off this planet. Good.
Yes, that's not great. Speaking of ways off this planet, well, the Flexible Demeanor will be our ultimate way off of this planet. Our lander, as I sort of like point with my little tentacle, crashed into one of the Wraith Guard.
Yeah, I can't remember how that happened. That's crazy. Huh.
Yes.
We're gonna have to talk to him. We're gonna have to talk to Guybrush about that piloting down the road.
I'm pretty sure we told him to do that.
That sounds crazy and irresponsible, but
So that lander's messed up. Maybe there's another lander we could get. Maybe we could signal to the Flexible Demeanor for them to send somebody down. Maybe they could even just like go into atmosphere, so that's not really great for the kind of our ship that's already kind of damaged. We could do that. I don't know. I think plus side, I think all the Aeldari have run away through that webway portal over there. So I think they're gone, so that's good.
All right. And they all went that way, so probably not a good escape plan. Right, Andrew? Webway?
Yeah, we'll keep that one in the back pocket.
That's our worst-case scenario option.
I also feel like he glazed over something very important, which is I think the entire system's about to be engulfed in a warp storm.
Ah, yes.
So...
Remember, the guy was talking about how it's going to be consumed for another 1,000 years by the warp storm.
Yeah, I do remember him saying that. Well, let's not be here when that happens.
He's dead now, but I think it's still happening because I'm looking up there and it doesn't look like you see that sort of purple stuff in space. That's bad. That's bad stuff.
Yeah, it's a lot of
purple bad. Okay.
Speaking of, before we leave this plinth, which I like to say, plinth, I want to check what this farseer's got going on. Like, farseer's got any cool stuff?
World's about to come to an end, but
listen,
let's loot this corpse.
How often do you get to loot the corpse of a farseer? Listen, you do the thinking and the planning. I'm gonna go check inside this.
Gets a shiny new sword and it goes straight through his head.
Well, might be some more shiny stuff in there.
I'm a farseer now.
There could be something in there, like a how to do psychic powers book for beginners. Maybe this farseer.
these thousands of year old beings definitely keep how-to books on.
Well,
themselves.
you got to keep practicing. You got to keep the the practical applications just fresh for yourself. So you go back to the same books. Daniel, can I investigate this dead body?
Yes, you can investigate the dead body.
Awesome. I have an investigation of 4. Would it be that or awareness?
Investigate is more of like a social investigation sometimes, like putting clues together. Awareness is just looking at something.
I'm not picking up the body and being like, where did you hide it? Where is it? Okay, then I'll do awareness. That's a 6. What's the difficulty? To find things on this dead body.
It's just 3.
Okay.
Like, it's not...
Cool.
It's not moving.
Just to be sure.
It's not shooting lightning.
No, I
bolts
can't re-roll
out.
any of these dice anymore. Not that I needed to. I got exactly a 3. So nothing special.
They have another Witchblade that they will.
Ooh, 2 Witchblades! Double Witchblade action! I don't want to touch it because last time I touched a Witchblade, it got all funky.
Don't touch the Witchblade. Like you can barely handle the one.
But is it a cooler Witchblade? Can I tell?
Jay, no.
Yours looks older.
Ooh.
Which probably means it's better, right? Isn't that how
That's how swords work.
Yeah.
They're like red wine. The older they are, the better they are.
Listen.
Besides that,
this is a real white
he's
wine
just
sword.
wearing some robes. The robes have a bunch of runes on them. I'm not sure if those are actually magical or just like, I mean, it probably was helping him. I don't know if it will help us if you pick up the robes, but I guess you could pick up some Aeldari robes if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna take some of these robes.
They are absolutely covered in blood and viscera. Like,
It's
are you
fine.
Sure
Look at me. I'm covered in blood and viscera. Some of it mine.
I'm just telling you right now, our washing machine cannot handle that.
What? Come on. It's just a couple runes.
Unfortunately, there's nothing more than the robes and the Witchblade.
Hold on.
It's not like this one had a secret singing spear that they weren't
just under it. Yeah, well, this farseer really seemed like they had a stick up their butt, if you know what I mean, singing spear. But I'm gonna hold on a second. I'm checking the inside the robes. Where's the tag where it says how you wash these things? Is this machine washable? All these things have those, right? Oh, did he cut off the tag?
Cut the tag off because it didn't,
Son of a
it sort of
bitch.
was itchy.
This farseer really was a rebel. Really, just out of their mind. Jeez.
This farseer did seem kind of a rebel. Like, they seem to be acting maybe more alone. I don't know. It seems like there should be more Aeldari here, right?
Look at the edge of the robes there, Jay. It's frayed. They clearly threw it in with reckless abandon.
Oh my
gosh. That's on high setting. Right?
No. I'm gonna get to the bottom of how to wash this thing. So I'm gonna take the robes with me. Why not?
Okay.
And listen, I just kind of take them off. As I'm just dragging this body around. Keep in mind, I'm like horribly wounded, so I'm like bleeding onto the robe.
Yeah,
I'm
so
like,
fucking just to make it worse, you're just gonna leave this Aeldari guy there.
I'm not gonna bury them. What am I supposed to do? I don't know this person. They just tried to kill all of us.
Well, no. You're stripping them down to their underwear. Or
whoa, this person under their robe just had underwear on? Oh, robes.
Of course.
Oh, I was gonna just get the big old fluffy fancy robe that's on top, but I guess I'll grab some of these extra ones.
Oh my God, what is happening right
No.
now?
I want them. They're going to be. I want them to be. I want them to have some integrity in death. So I'm just going to take the cool big robe on the outside. It's got all the fancier stones and things on it.
It does
anyway.
have the fancier stuff on it. Yeah, we could probably at least get some money off of this. You could sell it to somebody who doesn't mind it being Aeldari.
Yeah, I like it.
There might be some people who pay more if it's Aeldari.
Okay, while he's doing that grim business, I'm going to attempt to call the flexible demeanor and see if there's a possibility, remote however it may be, of actually getting us a shuttle.
Just a note real quick, you see that man brush, the crew, guy brush, the soldiers that survived the crash are all heading up towards you on the plinth. They haven't arrived at you yet, but they're going to be probably looking at you for orders very soon.
Oh, good.
Gotcha.
Oh, I'm glad they all survived.
They didn't all survive. To be clear.
Flexible demeanor, can you read me?
As you turn it on, this Vox channel, it's got really long Vox range. You just hear the sounds of like alarms and explosions.
They're doing real good up there, Jay. They're doing real good.
I almost got the arm out. I almost, hold on. Oh, God. It's really heavy for a farseer. Dude, how's it looking up there?
Not good. Not good.
Kylie has sort of come on and said, like, what's, this is Kylie on the flexible demeanor. What's going on down there, Captain?
Okay, so I'll give you the long and short of this. We took care of the farseer, but all of the Eldar have fled, and we need pickup. Is there any chance of that happening anytime soon?
You know, and the ship rumbles a little bit. We're a little busy at the moment, but we could try to do something, maybe. We're receiving the evacuating forces with Roban. He was able to fight off some of them, and we were able to get the landers to get him up here, but they're sort of in transit at the moment. Yeah, we could get a lander down to you soon.
Give me Kylie, give me a timetable here. No bullshit. Just give it to me straight.
15 minutes.
15 minutes is a long time. Plan B?
Plan B. Hold on a second.
I'm sorry, just when the ship is up in orbit, it takes a long amount of time to get the landers actually down to the planet.
Yeah. I hear you, Kylie. Don't worry about it. We'll get back to you. We'll
Wait a
figure
second.
something out.
Just an update on the battle. Pack's ship seems to have been disabled, so that's good. They rammed Cody's ship at full speed, but
Whoa.
it didn't.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah. So Pack's ship is destroyed. I don't even know what the name of that ship is, but
No one
Pack's
ever
probably
will.
Dead.
Well, that's good. He was like taking slaves and stuff. No good. Good for that.
Yeah, all the slaves are probably dead now, but whatever.
Oh, well, that's bad, I guess.
But the Sacrament of Steel, Cody's ship, is still firing at us. Even with the combined might of the flexible demeanor and the Artemisia Mitsuru's ship, this could go either way.
Okay, so you guys just, you're doing real good, Kylie. You guys just keep doing what you're doing. We believe in you. We will figure something out and get back to you.
Yeah.
I got an idea. You hear somebody yelling from behind.
Fail, what do you got for us?
Kylie. Pack doesn't know how to ram a ship like I do.
Oh, wait a second.
Oh.
You mean ram the flexible demeanor into Cody's ship?
Yeah, if he wasn't shooting at us anymore, then we'd be able to come down to you and help you a little bit. It's a little risky, but our ship's almost a little bit bigger than his is. He's just got more guns.
And I guess he already had one ship run into him. We could have two ships. There's no chance that our ship could get lodged into the Cody ship and get, stuck, and then we're all kind of screwed?
There's always a chance of that, but now that everything's gone to absolute shit, I'm just throwing out options.
I like it.
And Kylie sort of comes back on the horn, as it were. It says, like, that seems like a terrible idea, captains, but I will leave the decision to you.
Yes. Oh, one more person we need to talk to. Is Ariane nearby?
Yes, I am here.
Ari-
I've been studying the progress of the warp storm as it begins to build and retake this area of space.
Yeah, that's exactly what I wanted to talk to you about, buddy. By the way, so calm under, near death. Listen, want to understand.
I'm observing something that very few have ever witnessed and very few have witnessed and been able to report about. So I'm making some observations that I've never been able to make before. It's a fascinating time.
Yeah, you're quite brave.
As he says just very calmly, as the entire ship is rocked by more fire from the Sacrament of Steel.
I'm like, yeah, you're real brave, buddy. I'm like holding my hand over, I don't know, the Vox transmission. I look at Andrew and I'm just like, what the fuck? This guy's crazy.
Should we be worried about him?
It's a problem we'll solve another time. He's someone that where fascination far outweighs morality. That's interesting. Listen, Oriange.
Like, he hasn't done anything immoral.
I know. I know.
That we know of.
As long as his fascination is with like things that don't involve like people dying, you know what I mean? That's where there's a slippery slope. But Ariange, on that same topic, how much time do you think we have before that warp storm kind of makes it a no-win situation for us to get out of here?
I give us about half an hour, maybe at most.
Okay. All right. So they said they could get basically a lander down to us maybe in 15 minutes. Then we gotta fly it back up. That's gonna put us no time.
I don't think, I mean, even just getting back up to the ship after the lander gets down here, assuming it comes within 15 minutes, there's no way we get out in time, right?
Well, maybe there's a lander down here, and we can just fly back up there, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Thank goodness all
mean-
these conversations are taking place very, very quickly and not taking a huge amount of time.
No, not at all. No,
I mean
15 minutes
I mean
is
that
not
for real.
pressing.
It seems like time has stopped while we're coming up with all of these plans.
Yeah, of course. Speaking of, I lean over the plinth as I see the Kroot and Manbrush and Guybrush making their way up. Hey, Manbrush, we got a lander? You got a lander down there, buddy? One that's intact, potentially?
yeah, where'd you park?
We're parked a little ways down the beach. We could try to get going, but the lander's not going to be able to accommodate all of these people. He says as he looks around. There's about 60 survivors here, combining the natives and the warriors and all of the other folks that are here.
Are these, Manbrush, are these the last remaining people on this area or planet even? I don't know. What do we think?
These are all the survivors on the island. We were able to start putting them together and leading them on an assault. It was the only way to survive.
Well, the lander only takes 10 people. I mean, they've lived a really nice life here for a while. Andrew, what do you think?
Oh, man. Are we stepping back into this gray zone that we constantly cannot leave?
We said we were going to do better.
We're going to be better people, but then we're constantly throwing these curveballs.
Hard choices. It's so much easier to be better when you don't have any hard choices. I don't like this.
It's not a hard choice. Have them send down the lander so we could get going.
Yeah, but we don't know if we're going to have enough time to get the landers back to the ship and then get away from the warp storm.
I'm pretty good at flying these things. And Manbrush sort of looks over and says, me too. I guess I am because we're the same person, sort of. I mean, not really. It's a weird sort of situation.
We like you more, Manbrush.
But we could probably get this thing into orbit pretty quickly. We just need the ships to get down here. We could take over for whoever's piloting them.
Okay. But we would need 10 per lander. We're going to need 6 landers down here, right? Or 5, I guess.
mean, we could shove people into these landers.
That's true.
Especially if they send down the bigger ones.
Okay.
Let's say 10 people in the normal landers comfortably, really 15 to 20 rather snug.
We could get maybe 20 people into one of these bad boys. It's going to be a tight fit, but as long as we're not engaged in any combat and we're just flying straight up to the flexible demeanor, I think we could do it.
Okay. Well, I think that's probably our best option, right?
I mean, here's the thing, though. Like, do we have Faol ram the ship into Cody's ship before this happens? Because it's going to be kind of hard to get there safely while it's being blown to pieces.
Yeah, I think we have to make a gamble like that at this point, right? Because if we don't, they said it's about a 50-50 chance it could go either way.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't at least take some kind of risk, I mean, there's a warp storm coming. We're kind of limited on options here.
We need something to lean our way, right? Because if we don't, and we're flying landers up into a complete war zone with Cody's ship still fully operational, we might not even have to worry about the warp storm because we won't even make it to the ship.
Exactly.
To be fair, Cody's ship isn't fully operational. It's already destroyed Pack, and it's engaged in a battle with us. I don't know how it's going on Mitsuru's end of the battle, but you know.
But keep in mind, Daniel, if there was one lander he would draw some additional attention to, it might be ours, because if I remember correctly, I think Cody really didn't like Andrew for some reason. I forget what it was, but I think you really pissed him off. So,
excuse me,
so-
Mr. Rummaging through the bloody corpse of a farseer when we need to get the hell out of here?
I don't know what you did, buddy. I can't remember what it was, but I remember you really pissed him off. Doesn't matter.
Hopefully he won't know that you're on the lander.
I guess that's true.
I mean, unless you weren't on the lander and said, like, hey, no, I take that back completely. I was about to
You're
say,
going
like,
down a dark path there, Daniel?
I was about to say,
knew it
like,
was
maybe
about
we
to
load
happen.
everyone on the lander and start saying, like, hey, Cody, we're down here on this plinth, fuck you. But then he would probably blast us from space. And
Yeah.
So I take that back completely.
We could send a lander. No, but then someone would have to be in it. We can't do that. I was going to say, I'm on this lander, and then you could fire at that one and we'd be far away. that.
Are you saying that we would like load people onto a ship?
No.
And...
I don't know. Kick it into autopilot. Put a big rock on a pedal or something and shoot it off somewhere. Right? That's how these things work?
Okay, legit.
I know how to fly.
He hates us enough right now to risk his entire existence on destroying us.
Yeah, he should probably
just
escape. Like, he should escape, but he is not. Honestly, I'm surprised that Mitsuru has not escaped yet. So props to her, because although I guess Cody's fighting against her, so.
That's what I'm saying. I think we should just do the ram, because I think we need to wrap this up as fast as possible.
Yeah, I guess to
don't
be
think we have a
fair,
choice.
worst case scenario, the ram goes poorly. We're kind of back in the same situation we are in. Mitsuru can probably get out. Maybe we could even evacuate some people from the flexible demeanor to her ship, and then we figure out our option. Let's see how the ram goes. Let's let Fayul know, because we are running low on time.
All right, let me call her up. Fayul, you're a go. Good luck.
He means for the ram. Don't leave us.
It. It's gonna be very exciting. I don't know why my accent changed there.
It's the warp. It's the warp, I assume.
It's the warp. It's coming.
We're
Kylie
getting interference
on the
through the box.
What are you doing? This is insane, Captain. I highly disagree with this course of action.
Well, we will log that, and we completely understand your perspective. But right now, Kylie, we're surrounded by a warp storm, being attacked by Wraithguard, and
wait, Jay, I got this. She'll never. You're breaking up.
Ooh, yeah.
We're losing transmission.
Oh no!
And I push the button and turn it off. She never would have expected that one.
Yeah.
You know, Sue's gonna be real mad.
Why?
Yeah, well, we'll let Jay deal with that.
What? Why me?
Like, he's so close to her, right?
No. Wait, no. Only good news. Only good news.
So the interesting thing is, we can actually sort of look up and see these vessels fighting above us in the sky, and I see the flexible demeanor. Its engines going to full power, probably moving away from the weapon systems and putting all power to shields and engines.
Boy. Man, this is a little terrifying, but also we got like a nice view of what should be a pretty good ram, right?
I mean, positive thinking, Jay. New us.
Positive thinking. You got this, Fayul.
Great.
You're a great pilot. You got this. Come on.
Which one of you wants to roll a die to determine what happens?
I was really hoping you weren't going to say that.
You know what?
Which one of us is duo 1? Whoever's duo 1, not that person.
It's not how dice work, but okay.
I will do it. I will roll the die. I'm positive thinking. This is positive, Andrew.
You got this.
So just one die, Daniel?
You picked Fayul, who is good at this sort of thing. If one of the other pilots had been picked, maybe they would have been better at like navigating down to the planet to try to pick you up directly or something like that. But Fayul, of the choices that you made, is good at ramming.
She did pilot us straight through the warp storm.
I love how you added in there. You were like, Fayul is really good at ramming another ship. Now, if you picked someone else, I don't know, someone less crazy, you could probably be alive right now.
Yeah, could be. So I'm going to say you can roll 3 dice.
Ooh.
Okay.
But what's the difficulty?
And we're going to see how many successes you get.
Okay.
Make one of those dice a wrath die.
I already did. Way ahead of you. Positive thoughts. Jay, send me your energy. Only the Susan energy. Send me the Susan energy.
Susan energy. Balance the books. Expense on time.
Okay, nothing significant on the wrath die other than it's a success, and one of my other successes was a 6.
That's 3. That's how math works.
That is how math works. If you know what that means, because actually somebody hearing this from outside, like 6 makes a 3. It's like, no, not really. But the 6 is a 2, and the success is.
I've been studying up on accounting, so I can have more conversations with. The finance team, if I run into them, and maybe Susan, it helps.
So how well did we do?
Yeah, please. The suspense.
The flexible demeanor rams into the Sacrament of Steel. the Sacrament of Steel was firing all of its weapons wildly at the Flexible Demeanor, though because the Flexible Demeanor had now changed, so it's not at a broadside, but just going straight forward, it became a slightly less easy to hit target. And it hits right at the bridge of the Sacrament of Steel.
Oh, good. I thought you were saying their shots point blank hit our bridge. I was like, no.
Some of the shots are hitting the bridge. This is not going to be a pleasant experience for everyone involved. But with that, there is a massive explosion on the Sacrament of Steel as it is knocked to the side, and its weapons are no longer some of them are firing, but significantly less of them are firing.
Is it like spiraling? Does it look like it's course correcting, or do we think that bridge hit was pretty substantial hit?
It looks like it was a pretty substantial hit. And actually, I'm picking up a broadcast from the Sacrament of Steel.
Oh, no. That means someone can broadcast.
It's a voice I don't recognize.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
This is David Hillstrom, broadcasting on all channels from the Sacrament of Steel. We have mutinied against the insane commander of this vessel. We ask that you stop firing and allow us to escape.
That's pretty good.
Whoa.
That's great. They're stopping Cody.
Well, I just want to say...
Cody might even be dead now.
That's right. We did hit him with an entire ship.
Yes,
Fayu, you did it, you crazy son of a bitch.
Listen, I love that Fail was successful. I also love that there's a mutiny there. I really hope that he's alive, because we had to deal with that, and, what's that saying about things coming around? I don't remember what the hell it is.
Well, he didn't cause the mutiny, and to be fair, man, I mean... He's down. Stop. We can't keep kicking him. And I feel like when I think about it, we might have caused this in some way and incited him to do this.
You keep throwing that word
You're right.
out
You're
there.
right. You're
First
right.
it
You're
was
right.
just me.
You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. It was you. You got to take ownership. So, man, we should.
I'm gonna. You are barred.
Don't come near me. I'm very injured.
I mean, I've got so many needles.
I can't hear you so clearly, Andrew. I feel like your throat thing is getting all funky. Doesn't matter. We one problem down. We should get back in touch with the Flexible Demeanor. They just crashed into a ship, and we see that ship is probably out of commission. But we should check in on how they're doing. Daniel, can you patch us through?
Yeah, I can. We've got fires on multiple decks, Captain.
Oh, Kylie, how's the crew? I mean, the crew on whole is probably bad. What's the bridge looking like?
We've lost many members of the crew. Some of the areas have been exposed to the void after that, but we're doing okay. Do you want us to send the landers? It's going to be cutting it pretty close.
Yes.
Yeah. Send everything that you have available. We need to do a planet-wide evacuation, now.
Well, I think specifically this area evacuation, because I don't know if we know where anybody else is on the planet, right?
Yeah. I mean, if they might know.
Oh yeah. If you got a whole bunch of landers you can send down to different parts of the planet, send them. But otherwise, we need at least enough landers to take 70 people ASAP.
Wait. Do you want me to evacuate the entire planet? You want me to get the natives off the planet?
If we can?
Okay, so this is how it's gonna go down. We're gonna send the guy brushes and the Kroot and however many people we can fit into the lander they came with, and you're gonna send other landers down to us, and then we're gonna get back to the ship, and when we're back on the ship, we're gonna decide how much time we have left, and that'll determine how many people we can take. It sounds grim, but it sounds like what we need to do.
Well,
I mean, should we launch the landers now at the same time? Should we?
Yes.
Should we Oh, okay.
Also, Kylie, you should congratulate Fail. She did a great job.
Okay, we'll try to evacuate as many people as we can from the planet. I guess leaving them to the creatures there is probably no good.
No.
Also, let the Sacrament of Steel go. We've done enough.
Yeah, at this point.
We could open fire and finish them off if you want.
No, let them go.
Yeah, I think at this point, they got the message, and, hopefully the mutiny will go through, and we'll never hear about this again. It'll be great. Yeah, let's send the landers, and I guess, Andrew, we got to take up a defensive position while we wait for these landers, because those darn Wraithguard are coming out of the ocean.
I mean, it's fine, though. We've got the high ground.
We do have the plinth, the mighty plinth. Cool.
Yeah, so a defensive position is being set up with some of the survivors here, while others are running towards the lander that was already here. Is there anyone that you want to send to that lander in particular, or anyone that you want to leave here in particular to help you?
Oh, well, I mean, we got to send one of the Guybrushers.
We do. One of the best pilots.
They're the best pilots. So we'll send Guybrush. We'll keep Manbrush and the crew here.
Okay.
And
Just in case things get dicey.
the people that we'll send mostly to the lander that can fit are soldiers, and then everybody else we make a defensive position with are natives and whatever soldiers can't fit.
Yeah, I think
Remember, these are actually mostly Mitsiru soldiers that are coming with you. Or at least going with them, because they were the ones who were sent over here for the attack.
Yeah, well,
What about
they
the,
deserve it,
what
so
about the
we're gonna
villagers?
Send them up first.
What about the villagers?
They're gonna stay here and hold the perimeter with us.
Okay, fair enough.
I guess we did promise to get those Mitsiru's forces out of here.
Yeah,
so.
we did do that. We got to hold up our promise on that one for sure. Okay. Well, good luck, Guybrush, and see you in a little bit, man.
Yeah, it's been a pleasure. I won't say goodbye. I'll see you again real soon.
Yeah.
And come on, let's go. And he grabs a vine and swings off the plinth. You didn't even see there was a vine nearby, but somehow he grabs one and swings. There's somehow vines on this beach.
Yeah, I look into the sky. I'm like, there's no even trees around. How is this possible?
Well, there's that one that had the sniper at it, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it was like 50 feet away.
He's a special kind of guy. He's got a lot of swinging talents.
I mean, we should
Oh, I think he maybe just had a grappling hook.
Oh.
Like, that actually might have been it, but he painted it green.
Have we been
Man,
judging him wrong this whole time? Is he actually amazing?
I mean, probably. I don't know. He swings a lot. How difficult is it to swing? I don't know. I don't want to try
I
it
mean,
right now.
the last time you tried to swing in our room, you definitely crashed into everything.
Hey, that's not a very viable swinging area, I'll have you know. There's not I don't have enough starting room or really swinging room. I did hit the wall almost immediately.
So you're saying you're gonna do better on a battlefield and somehow worse in the comfort of our room?
What? It's like adrenaline. It gets all. Wait a second. Do I even have adrenaline? Oh man, do Aeldari not have adrenaline? What do I have? I want to look this up. This is exciting. I could have some weird stuff in me.
Hello again, just your friendly Imperial Scribe here, to remind you that the Webway is a dangerous place. I know you've seen some flyers going around inviting you to check out the marvels of Webway travel, but I promise you, we're all much safer here in the warp, with demons and the time skips and mental I'm sorry, I forgot what I was talking about. We've been amidst warp travel for a while now, and I've lost my train of thought. Anyways, I was probably trying to tell you about our amazing Patreon. There you can listen to future episodes. In fact, our next episode is actually there right now, waiting for you. Check it out, along with 2 years plus of bonus adventures. It's quite a good time. And with that said, I'll return you now to the boys.
I'm getting a call here from Mitsiru. Should we put her through?
Yeah.
Yes.
Captains, are you alive?
We are.
Barely.
Good. Do I see that you're sending a bunch of landers down to the planet? Did you leave gems you're trying to get?
No. We're
just people.
Yeah, just picking up the people. We've kind of at this point abandoned the old gem harvesting plan, and Andrew and I kind of made a promise to do this a do this one a little bit better. And well, we're trying to get a few people off the planet. By the way, your soldiers should be leaving with one of our best out there, flying up to your ship to return them. So hopefully you'll be seeing that soon. Don't shoot that lander. Got your soldiers in it.
Don't waste your time. Send them to the flexible demeanor, and then we'll meet when we get out of here.
Oh, okay. Easy enough.
Okay.
How are you doing up there?
Speaking of which, are we going to go? Let's go.
Where you can start to go, Mitsuru. We're gonna try and get as many people off as we can.
Yeah, and we're still down here too, so it's not like we can have the flexible demeanor make any moves just yet. Wait a second, Andrew. I mean, it's banged up. Maybe this is a bad call, but what if we had the flexible demeanor break atmosphere? It's going to make that trip a lot shorter, and we do not have much time.
Let me ask Kylie, because she knows way more about ships than either of us do.
That's a good point.
Yeah, we should probably figure this out. You know what I'm thinking? We should probably get a teleportarium in the future.
Yeah.
You know what? You're right, Daniel.
Oh,
That
boy.
is- you hit the head in the nail right there. See, this is why you aren't the point. The 0.5. You are the +1, Daniel. You are part of the team.
Wait a second. Don't we have something like that? Remember the whole reason we went to almost our deaths and went to that whole court hearing? Because we had some weird teleport technology on the ship? Right? What's his face? The mule.
They were using it like as demolition, though.
Yeah. Well, they moved the treasure. I still don't think we ever figured out where that treasure went to. But
I think we eventually, when we interrogated them, they just moved it into the void. So there's just a bunch of treasure just floating in space.
Damn.
Is what I believe we eventually figured out.
Ugh.
But we
Okay.
did have those. I didn't even think about that. There are those teleport bombs.
Well, I guess they
Ugh.
would just have to come down here, and we would have to assume that we would stand near the bombs, and then
Also,
after they go
we
off,
have
they
no
would take
idea-
us back to the ship.
Yeah, we have no idea of their range or even just how they function. I mean, like, I'm all for, like, extreme ideas, but this is... I would jump into a webway portal before using a teleport bomb.
That's a good point. Yeah, okay. Well, just something to keep in the back pocket, I guess.
We have so many things in those back pockets.
Yeah, we do.
Yeah, I mean, do you want to try to? Do you want the flexible demeanor to break atmosphere? Is that what you want to do?
I guess we can at least ask Kylie if it's even possible.
Yeah, let's get her to weigh in.
Kylie, can you read?
Yeah, I can. The landers are on the way. We're kind of pushing it. As you do see, looking up in the sky, the warp storm is coming.
Okay, is there any way the ship could survive Atmo?
No, not after the collision. No. Any ship that's involved in a ram is going to need to do a lot of fixing before we could probably go into atmosphere. No, we could try it. No, we couldn't. This whole ship would explode. Well, not the whole thing, but there would be too much damage. I don't think it would work. This ship is not able to break atmosphere. If we had another ship, maybe, but sorry. Sorry.
You know what?
I mean, you know what? No. If you want me to break atmosphere, you're in charge, Captain.
No, Kylie, I was going to say, you know what? I think you're right. We can't risk the ship on this kind of a wily play. I know we just rammed another ship, which was cool. But you're right, Kylie. And we don't want to dismiss your expertise, which you certainly have. We've got a couple ideas, but only if it makes sense.
Yeah, honestly, we're probably maybe even looking at a mutiny if we try to descend into atmosphere.
Okay, that's another good point. All right.
Yeah, we don't want another one of those.
We just had one. Let's maybe park a second one for another date. Okay.
All right, well, Jay, I don't want to say this, but I think this flight of landers is gonna have to be the only one.
What do you mean?
I don't think we're gonna be able to get another round trip.
It's true. How many, Kylie, with the landers we sent out and the people remaining on the planet, I don't know, what are we looking at here? Like, how short are we gonna be?
I'm sorry, but I don't understand the question.
Short as in are we gonna get everybody, or like?
We could get all of the people there, but if you're trying to rescue the remaining part of our troops, we have that. If you want us to just start picking up tribals, I don't think we have time for that. There's just not enough time, especially if we can't get lower down to them. We need some sort of backup. I'm sorry.
Okay, that's fair.
Um,
Well, I mean, we just can't do it, right? There's just no time.
well, I think we only have one more option.
Oh, really?
Kylie, patch me through to the Artemisia.
You got it. Why are we still talking? I'm getting ready to evacuate.
Okay. It's really hard, Mitsuru, when we already told you to be on your way. We really need you to do us a solid. There's no way we can get enough people off the planet in time with the amount of landers we have. Is there any way that your ship would either survive Atmo, or if you have enough landers to just wait a little longer and get as many people off as possible?
I thought you were... This is not a particularly rogue trader thing to do. Is there much profit from rescuing tribals?
Well, if you want to think of it that way, I'm sure both our ships lost an immense amount of crew in that firefight up there, but I mean, kind of the right thing to do, isn't it?
She pauses. One of you's going to need to make some sort of roll to try to convince her.
Okay, what kind of role would this be? Because my persuasion is terrible, so
That's
I
right.
would need to know.
It seems like it would be persuasion, but is there another skill that you could use?
Oh, wait, there's one on here that says the power of love? Oh my goodness. Never noticed it before. Definitely don't use intimidation.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't have a lot of personable abilities.
Yeah, I mean, it's cunning, it's deception, it's intimidation, it's persuasion is really the only one.
Persuasion is... let me just ask, what is the role required?
For this, it would just be a 3.
Okay.
What
Well, I
is
got
your
2 dice.
persuasion? You got no. No. There's got to be something we could do here. Yeah.
I have an idea that, I mean, Susan certainly won't like, but
You want to sweeten the
Mike
deal?
can sweeten the deal a little bit.
Ugh. Sweeten the deal, huh? I was thinking about that too.
Mitsuru, what if we were to give you a portion of the jewels that we got?
How large of a portion are we talking?
Oh, man. 1/3.
1/3 of our haul?
Deal. You don't even need to make a roll now that you've offered her 1/3 of all the treasure that you made on this planet. Well, I do have a soft spot for you two boys, and I do like diamonds and other gems. Sure, let's be heroes. Heroes who are getting paid.
Hey, best kind of heroes. I'm into it.
Yeah.
Thank you,
Thank you,
Mitsuru.
Yeah. Let's say we're even after this.
I'm giving Andrew eyes like thumbs up. Yeah.
Deal.
Okay. And at this point, the issue is the just sort of evacuation is just going to go on without much that you can really do. You're just going to kind of watch all of this happen as the ships are beginning to land. For a moment, things look scary as a pair of Wraithguard approach your plinth out of the sea. But as that happens, a giant laser from the sky explodes both of them from the Artemisia.
Yes.
Awesome.
Who you now notice is doing just sort of a general bombardment of all of the area around the plinth to keep you guys protected.
By the way, that had to look crazy awesome to have a giant rogue trader vessel break atmosphere where, just the fire and the clouds around it.
Yeah, it's fucking wild. It's really awesome stuff that people are doing that are not you, to be fair. There's a lot of heroes doing crazy stuff today. You killed a farseer, that's really awesome. You willing to sacrifice to save the people of this planet, also awesome. But in terms of cool stuff, lasers from the sky and ships like that, that's more the Artemisia and Mitsiru's doing that stuff.
It's definitely the Flash. I mean, it's the icing on the cake right there.
Yes.
I don't know what a cake is like, but it sounds tasty.
Have you never had a cake?
I mean, we've definitely seen cake on some of the missions.
Yeah.
I'm not exactly sure how they work. There's apparently different layers.
Different layers? Like what?
Okay, I'm going to blow your mind here. So
Okay.
you know that one time we had like that sweet stuff they call icing?
Yeah?
Apparently, brace yourself.
Okay.
There's like a pastry, then icing. Then
What?
sometimes another
Do you
pastry.
two dumb assholes want to keep talking, or do you want to get on the lander?
Oh God, they'd already arrived.
Whoa.
Yeah, sure. Let's do this another
We'll
time.
continue this on the flexible demeanor, Jay. It's very important.
It just
One of Mitsiru's guys has hopped out of a lander that lands right near you.
I love the idea that like everything goes quiet. Like around us there are explosions like maybe 10 meters from us that are just clipping Wraithguard as they're trying to get up the plinth. And we're just like, wait, what is this about, Cake? And just a lander appears.
He was watching us for a solid 15 seconds.
Yeah, he was. That's what I'm saying. He was standing there like, what the fuck are they talking about?
What do I do?
He must be strategizing.
Mr. Mistopheles follows you onto the lander.
Of course.
As well.
Won't leave him outside this time.
He takes a look back at the portal to the webway as if he's curious about it, but he follows you onto the lander.
I grab him and pet him, and I look at the webway portal, and I look at him, and I go, next time, buddy. Next time. And we shut the door and get the hell out of here.
And also, one of the shots from the Artemisia just blows up the webway portal as everything is being blasted.
That's potentially a long next time. I'm sure it's not the only one.
Yeah,
know.
not that one, Mr. Mistopheles. Not that one.
There's plenty more. There's plenty more. I know you don't like me very much, Cat, but like, we'll get another chance.
It's okay. He's warming up to you. He's warming up to everybody. Mr. Mistopheles. You can be a good new buddy.
Guybrush, no, it's not Guybrush. Well, it is Guybrush, but Manbrush sort of pushes the pilot out of the way and says, I'll handle this.
Nice.
As he hops in and starts to fly, you see that this is a massive, the warp storm is getting closer and closer, this massive purple energy of doom that's getting closer and closer to engulfing all of space around this planet. And you hear just on the communication channels, just people talking, a lot of terror, a lot of worry. You do see a couple of the landers do get consumed by the warp storm as they are trying to make it onto the flexible demeanor and the Artemisia.
Oh, no.
But most of them have made it as you land on the flexible demeanor with the ship that was not originally from the flexible demeanor. It's one of Mitsiru's ships, but it's not really time to worry about that. Captain, are you on board?
We're on board. Go,
Yep.
go.
Yeah, get the hell out of here.
And you sort of are looking out the window, sort of looking near the rear of the ship. I guess it's not really a window, but you know what I mean.
Like
probably
near the edge of the hangar bay or something.
Yeah,
like
the
that?
hangar bay.
Hangar bay, as it sort of is closing after your ship has landed, as you see the warp getting closer, the tendrils of pure chaos getting closer and closer to your ship.
Jeez.
And then you feel a sense of nausea as you enter into the warp and escape. You enter into one part of the warp to escape a worse part of the warp. as it
Jeez.
were.
Oh man.
It's a real monkey's paw situation.
Yeah.
Which warp do you
well,
choose?
Jay, we got out of there.
We did. Sorry, that I couldn't tell what that was from. That was either the warp or from all the injuries. Let me just sit down here for a second. I don't know about you. I'm freaking exhausted.
Okay, well, let me give you this injection real quick.
Okay.
It'll wake you up.
Oh my God! Why?
Importantly, serious business though. First, gonna need you to work your magic with Susan with regards to the deal I made. That's all on you.
Right.
And we have to get back to cake. So, layer of pastry, then
right.
icing on top, then another layer.
Wait,
Then you won't
whoa.
believe
There's
this.
icing on top and then there's another layer beneath that? Is that also icing?
No, there's a layer above it, and then there's more icing on top of that.
Holy crap, that is nuts! Did you
And
know
then
about this, Man
sometimes-
Brush? What the hell?
I've heard of cakes, Jay, that have up to 7 layers.
That is the pearl we're looking for. Somebody get Susan! We need a budget. We gotta figure this shit out.
Cake, the next frontier.
Fuck this.
Thanks for listening to this grimdark tale. It seems our boys managed to escape after all, but losing a third of their treasure in the process. Will Susan be pleased? Can the flexible demeanor recover such an ordeal? Tune in next time to... Wait a second. You can listen to our next episode right now? On Patreon? Why, yes. You see, on Patreon, our backers are always one entire episode into the future. There you can also enjoy bonus episodes and get access to our Discord, where you can chat with the boys along with tons of other wonderful listeners every day. Definitely check it out. Special thanks to Daniel Fernandez for inserting his soul into a servo skull and helping these two as Game Master. If you enjoyed this episode, why not leave a rating and review on your favorite podcast app? We'd really appreciate it. Also, our theme song was composed by Kyle Fryer. You can check out his music on SoundCloud. And until next time, goodbye.